Hold on, y'all. Let me try to set this up for you. I have a tripod outside, but it's cold, so just give me a second. Here. Sorry. There you go. hungry? Uh-oh, low battery. Hey y'all, how are you doing? I'm gonna feed Shadow. Thank you for the super chat. Aquarian, thank you so much. Let me make sure these lenses are clean for you. Hang on one second. All right. There you go. Uh-oh, it got a little wet, didn't it? It's still good now. Good boy. I keep waiting for aliens to pop out of the top of that thing, man. Come get me! Let me turn the phone around real quick. Hold on. First of all, let me show you what's going on here. Y'all, I'm in the wilderness. I'm in the wilderness. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know about you guys. That thing looks pretty man-made to me. Those dimensions are pretty specific if you ask me. Doop. Doop. There's a water boy. Oh, I'm messing up the lighting, huh? Hi everyone, how are ya? All you whole two people. So how has it been on the road? Hold on, I'm gonna need to plug a power source. So the road's been fine. I wanted to get up on this mountain, but you can't get up on that mountain past like right here because it's snow. They've got everything still blocked off. I did go up like service roads and like the power line roads and stuff for my first night, but it was already dark, so I couldn't really see where I was going. The next day I went back down into Shasta, but it was like down here. It wasn't up on the mountain anywhere. So I was here in late October and it was cold, and now I'm here in mid-April. It's still cold, which is fine. Cold is fine. Cold is good for us, right? But they've got it blocked off, so I'm just gonna have to wait a little the next time I come back, because I can't just. I mean, I guess I could just live here, but we're gonna have to make YouTube my job. So start donating. Oh. Shadow's a good boy. He won't wander far, but he's still a dog, and I don't want anything to happen to him, so I keep him on a leash. Yesterday, especially when it's just sunrise, the yotes are still out roaming, and bears and who the fuck knows what else. Sorry. But he, as long as I leave the leash on him, I'll show you what I do. Like that. So he can walk around, and he still has the sense. He still has the sense that he has a leash on him, so he doesn't run off like, yay, I'm free. But I don't want him going after any coyotes, right? But you can just make it a harness like that. You gotta be careful. Cannot just let your dogs loose in the wild. I mean, even if it's just a matter of walking up on someone else's camp, that's not cool. And like this road that I'm on is not really a road, as you can see. And this is a nice part. This is very nice and smooth. There's some pretty gnarly parts, and I came in miles, and I passed one person at the very opening, a woman camping by herself with her dog. I think she was by herself. And then I went up a little past this. It gets gnarly, and I saw there was a pickup truck faced my way, parked off to the side, and they got stuff around their car. So I just got a little glimpse of a sliver of the side, and I turned around and came back to this spot. Because it doubles back. I was going to try to get up a little bit higher right here, but I remembered this spot, so I came back here to see if there was anywhere to pull off, and it's just like this perfect little spot for my car to pull off, so it's all good. Good morning, y'all. Thank you for spamming my hearts, whoever you are. Who's spamming my hearts? Let's see if I'm gonna need to plug you guys into power real soon. Do you want to load? You load? Load. Wait. That. No, off of that. Off of this. Off. Yay. Off. Good boy. There we go. Good boy. You lay down here. Yeah. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Okay. Let's find power. Random. Yeah, we're not in Kansas anymore. Multitasking. This is Rose. It's not, in the South it's very dry. And they've got their wildfires and all that stuff. That is not the case here. And so the mosquitoes are like this big. They're not out right now because it's cold, but they'll be out later. And the smoke keeps them away pretty well. Thank you for joining me on Coffee with Dogs, Mount Shasta style. We didn't make this one a member-only live stream because I can't keep Shasta just for members. Come on now. Low battery. Hold on. Look at that. Look at how fast those clouds are moving. I mean, for real though. And you and I, are at the same elevation as those clouds. Right? I love being on the mountain, but then you can't see the mountain, and I really want to see the mountain, especially tonight. Yeah, join me tonight. We're going to do our best to full moon live stream. And actually, more than that, I'm planning to, once we get this gear going, I'm going to charge the phone, but there's this whole other setup I have. Let me show you this other setup. Okay. So, well, first of all, here's my light and my tripod, okay? And here's a camera right here. So this camera is my camp cam, and I do have another one I could set up on the other side of the car. So, and then when it gets dark, when I want to talk to you guys at the car, I can just turn this on and have light on my face, right? And then we've got the camp. And then we've got this thing right here. My son, Corey Michaels, aka Biza, with his channel. If you don't know, go join his channel and watch what he does. He's a trailblazer. So then this and this runs to that webcam. It's a webcam, okay? And then you guys will be able to see that without me holding the phone, right? And it's powered up, and we got the Starlink, which, you know, because of 5G, we just, I mean, there's places where I've needed it, but right here, I'm on T-Mobile. It's like, I mean, it's lovely that people can go out and be on their T-Mobile, but at the same time, where do I have to go where they can't go? Okay, where's the plug? The power for the phone is right here, and it's also plugged into the Jackery solar chargers. And my son Corey, the producer, my producer, he's the executive producer. So when it comes to this gear, he's outfitted for this kind of stuff that I'm doing. So if you guys ever need stuff like that, he's the man. Hold on, don't go no ways. I'm gonna plug you in and put you back on the thing, I think. Yes, see, that's plugged in. Okay, watch. So this is plugged in back here to the Jackery charger. There's part of the Starlink right there. There's the Jackeries. That, oops, I'm sorry, Shadow. My bad. But what I have to do, here's the solar panels. These are solar panels right here. But what I have to do now that I'm using it is I have to turn this on. I had to push this button. So, can you see that? Okay, so this button and that button, we've got 65%. Now I can charge it with solar, or I can charge it by running the car, which is what I've been doing. Hi, Shadows. So now, my phone is, no. Will it reach? No. No. It won't. Okay, but now we're plugged back in. Well, let's move the tripod-y. Because then I can put you guys back on the tripod. Oh my God. Hey Rusty, how are you, honey? 1 second and I'll show you. Yes, I'm at Mount Shasta. I just had to move things around just a little bit. 1 second. Good night. Here we go. There we go. That's Mount Shasta. Let me move this over here. Sorry. So there's Mount Shasta. Now, hang on. Ouch. While I try to figure this out. Hold on, Shadow. You're a good boy. Come here. Come here. That's a good boy. There you go. And it is, I don't know, like maybe 45 degrees. Maybe. Woo! Cold. Now let's see if I cannot trip over anything, first of all. Always move the cables. Always move cables and anything trippable out of the way. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm on the top of one mountain looking at another mountain. So I'm on the north face of the Siskiyou, like right above Siskiyou, I don't really know how to say it, lake. And that's the south face of Shasta, the west, southwest actually. So this, as you can see, is a perfect pyramid, is it not? This is a perfect pyramid. This is east. This is south. No. I don't know. This is probably south. And this is west. Or this is southwest. Yeah, Rusty, this is my dream. It's not everybody's dream, though. It's not everybody in a way that's great, but at the same time, excuse me, if more people lived like this, our society would be more like this. I'm a pioneer woman. I'm a wandering Levite pioneer woman, and so oops, this is all I got, you know. You guys see how when I'm in a box I freak out. Remind me to get out of the box, and not a metaphorical box, a real box. You see that when I'm in the city and when I'm in the box, I freak out. I can't be in the box. Cannot be a caged animal. I've got to be free. It's 4:20 somewhere. Heather Wheeler, hello. Good day. Ooh, thank you, Rusty. This is obviously a Nike. I love it. No doubt this is a warm goat. It just needs fur right here. I need the option of fur. because when it's actually like windy and snowing or raining, that fur is super important to keep your face warm and dry. That is a hemp rope, yes. And oh my goodness, I hope I have a spare, another lighter somewhere. I'm sure I do. Because I have a feeling this one's about to turn out. You know what? For 2 years, I'm like, I'm going to add fur to my hood. A dressmaker. Well, see, I can do it. I can make dresses. I just don't have a sewing machine right now. So I keep like, when I get a sewing machine, when I get a sewing machine, when I get a sewing machine. I should definitely get a sewing machine for summer because I make my own clothes when I have my sewing machine. And I make clothes for others. It's been a very long time though. My hair. Yeah, my hair's my hair's pretty crazy. I didn't roll it last night to tame it into waves. So this is like my actual hair. So, I have a dog poopy bag on top of my car and my cargo holder thing because I was at that park yesterday. I don't know if I posted that content yet, but I was in the park and I carried a poop bag, thank goodness, because they didn't have any in their little poopy bag containers. Had no poop bags. I always carry poop bags. And so I picked up a poo that belongs to my dog. And literally, I walked all over this place looking for a trash can. And there was no trash can. So I just tossed it up on top of my cargo basket, and it's still there. That's a long way down. So, as you can imagine, that's a cliff. And there's water flowing down there. I don't know if you can hear it. Let's see. Look at that. Oops, I keep opening my gas tank. Okay, I'm going to take you around for a tour. Don't fret. I wonder if I could live stream from a drone. Now this road right here looks super doable for any car, but that's just this section. There's this section that, okay, most people could manage. What you like, you can see these huge boulders right in the middle of the screen. You see those? That's not good for your car if you don't have the right car. And see on the far end up there, that's crazy, not good road for most people. And that's nothing. And up here we've got the same similar thing going on. Look at this. Yeah, that's snow. I was gonna go to my epic camp spot from last time, but the road was a quarter mile before my turnoff. The road was completely snowed and they hadn't plowed it. It was like, I don't know, maybe 10 feet of snow still blocking the road. So that wasn't gonna happen. I will admit, once I parked here, of course, then my lizard brain kicked in And I was like, oh no, I parked right on this, I'm not going to say it. Just got, all this stuff. I'm grateful that the mountain stays where it is. Sorry, that's not very good camera work, is it? There we go. How's that? Look at that beautiful view. Oh my gosh. And you guys, there are so many more satellites. I can't even believe it. When I would go camping in the desert or in the mountains, wherever, in the 80s, you had to struggle to find a satellite. You could catch one every so often. And now you look up and you have to see them. If you're looking, you're going to see them. And now there's a Starlink, so it's like, geez Louise, and thank goodness, because it's what I use too. Yeah, so listen, I'm going to be live streaming from this location today and for the full moon tonight. And I'm going to go like this. Turn your phone. That's my plan. Look at that. Can you hear the water? Okay, there we go. So Mount Shasta is over 14,000 feet at that peak right there. I'm around 5,000 right here. I'm trying to hold the camera as still as possible. I'm holding my breath. There we go. Hey, Godfather, how are you? Rusty, oh my gosh. I think Elon Musk has 8,000 satellites up there right now. Yeah, we've got all kinds of amazing stuff in this country, but you know what? So, here's an interesting fact of chronology. Let me plug it back in and then I'll tell you my... Okay. Now, a bunch... I'll go backwards. a bunch of national parks are closing their campgrounds and stuff, and closing the roads where you go to spruce camp, and just closing. I mean, this is public land. I'm on the side for a reason. I'm over here so that the camera will show you the mountain properly. Because I'm so white. If I was wearing, oh, there, see? So, it's federal land. We own it. We should be allowed to do what we want on it, but they close it. Okay, so now they've closed a bunch of federal lands, right? Okay, let's go backwards. I don't know all of the details, but apparently the Forest Service or whatever and the rangers, a lot of them were let go, or I don't really know what the details are. And then go back more, because you might think, oh, they're closing them because now they've let go all of these people so that there's not enough rangers. Well, there already weren't enough rangers. It's public land. We don't require rangers. We are the rangers. 90% of the public who goes out on the land are going to learn how to be good stewards of the land if they know that they are the stewards of the land. And so go back further, because you might think that's why they're closing. But maybe that's not why. Right at the very, very end of Biden's term, he got rid of the ban on film crews on federal land, like federal parks and stuff like that. National parks. I keep saying federal, national parks. And so now, if you're 6 or fewer crew, you can go and film and set up and not worry and not have to get an expensive permit and blah, 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 blah. And so maybe that's the reason they're closing these federal parks. I don't know. Because they already were very understaffed, so that can't be the explanation. The only real thing that's changed is now they're allowing film crews. So I really wonder if it's just a political game somehow, somewhere, if it's like Hollywood saying, oh, no, you don't. And why would he do that at the very, very end of his term? I'm glad he did, but now they're closing places. Now, I don't require places to be open for me to go there. I'll go there anyway. I'll find a way. I'll go under the power lines, because those easements, they are usually maintained at least somewhat for pickup trucks and federal employees. Let's take a break from walking and look at beautiful Mount Shasta. Do you come out? You want to get out? Uh-oh. Why doesn't my phone seem to be charging? Alrighty, there we go. Oh wait, that's not for my phone. That's why. Okay, come, you get out. Don't do that. You okay? Come on. That's a good boy. I brought Shadow with me on this trip. Gotta be ready, y'all. Gotta be ready. You never know. Don't want to shoot your toe off, though. Make sure that safety's on. Okay, do you see how that cloud and the edge of the cloud and that shadow perfectly align with exactly the dimensions of that mountain? So I was right. That's the east face. This is the south face. No, this is probably the west. Shit. I've already tried to do this today. Oh, you love the little brindles? Thank you. This is Shadow. He's a good boy. You a good boy? So Shadow is, his mama is a plot hound lab. And the plot hound is the white brindle, not the orange brindle stripes. It's white brindle stripes is the plot hound. And his daddy is a Pyrenees border collie. And he's very much got a Pyrenees face and tendencies to protect the livestock. Ah. I'm still not grounded though. Come. Block. Block. Shut it. Block. Oh. Yay! Stretches and yawns, stretches and yawns. See, now I'm grounded through shadow. Are you cold? I didn't bring his coat. Or shoes, for that matter. Beam me up, Scotty! Apparently, so here's the story of Lemurians to the best of my novice knowledge. Okay. Apparently Atlantis sank, and some of its people went and they managed to survive on different continents. It is hypothesized that the Basque people are from the Atlantis thing, right? Well, they think also Madagascar, and the reason they think is because lemurs are on Madagascar and nowhere else. And so they think that I don't know how that connects it to Atlantis. Anyway, the Lemurians that apparently live here in Shasta are found nowhere else. And someone somewhere hypothesized that this was part of a lost continent, and that the Lemurians live inside. Lemurians live in there. And that's why they're named after lemurs. They're not from a planet Lemuria. That's my understanding of my little baby bit of research that I did. I'm not wearing a microphone. I hope you can hear me okay. Man alive, it's cold and beautiful. Sorry, I had to do it. Sorry, I had to do it. If they come get me, you guys are going to witness it. I'm going to try not to shoot my leg off. I shouldn't say that out loud. Oh, it's very, very warm. It's the hand warmer. Oops, I'm sorry, Shadow. Come here. I don't want to call any mountain lions. Are there mountain lions in this region? Probably. Just in case any animal's confused, I'm a big motherfucker. You know? I don't want to be calling in some predators. So something that is also very important for anyone who's camping solo, and I want to say especially women, but really anybody, is to move regularly. You know, if you stake out a spot, someone given enough time will try to find you and might find you. But if you're constantly moving around, I don't know what just happened. Felt like I got stung by a bee right here under my, but there's no tarantulas around. I'm not trying to, okay, you can't see that, all right. Okay, let's just put that right there. Just put the fire out right there. What happened? I don't know. That was weird. Oh, 420? Did I miss it? Full of nonsense. Yeah. Old soul with lots of wisdom in a timeless vessel. I identify as an old soul also, but I'm not quite well, oh fuck. I appreciate that, but I mean, if you've been here, you know that when I'm in the city and around people, I'm barely hanging on. You know? Nothing changed from the other day except that I got out of town. And you know what? Town, if you rearrange the letters, it spells like nout or Tuan or Watton. $7 Jack Herrera pre-roll 1 gram. Terpinolene, limonene, farcine, myrcene, ocimene. Not bad. Limonene and pinene. See, I can't do pinene at all. That's I'm one of those people that's at high risk for stroking out if I smoke a pinene dominant sativa. Gassy terps? Like what? What's a gassy terp? Michael, you're in Minnesota? Who had a good idea? Lord had a good idea. Oh, are you just saying the Lord had a good idea? Michael? Well, it doesn't matter where I'm at, but that's Mount Shasta. I'm going to start the car. You'll be able to hear it running for a little bit because I want to make sure the Jackery stays charged. And I'm not going to be charging solar today. Doubtful. Yes, well, welcome, Heather. I'm glad you're here. That's beautiful Mount Shasta. It's a full moon tonight, so I will be live streaming pretty much all day. Now, I do have another setup that's right behind you that you can't see for the other live stream that I have for vertical and horizontal. So that hopefully we'll get that handled today, but otherwise... You hear the train? Come. I think he's shittily. Are you cold? You want to get hard? I know you want me just to let you free. Come here, you're shivering. No need to be cold, my darling. Hold on. Let's make your bed. Oh boy. Sorry. Okay, Shadow. Here, love. Here, get warm. Yes. It's a good boy. Okay, so Brandon, hang on a second. This is Mount Shasta. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Hell yeah, Heather. Heather said, wish I was there with you. I'd bring some flour and a thermos of hot tea and snacks. Yes, please. It's hard to imagine, you know, the scale of this mountain, but this is one of the tallest peaks in North America. Mount Whitney being number one. This is Mount Shasta. This is over 14,000 feet above sea level right here. And your doggy. Yeah. Shadow would just act like he's gonna eat him. Shadow got me. You know what happened was I was hanging out with another trainer. She's a service handler. She actually is an instructor now. She was just another handler in service class. She had more training, I guess, than I did. But we were hanging out in her home and with our two service animals. And everything was fine. Shadow was just young, maybe a year old, and her dog. And her dog kept bringing its toy to me and, like, you know, kind of not fully jumping on my lap, but putting its, like, arms on my legs and bringing me its yucky toy in my lap. And several times. And I kept telling it, no, stay down, no, stay down. And after a few times, Shadow had it and lashed out at this dog and put him in his place. He Pyreneesed him. And he did give him a little baby, like a little more than a paper cut, maybe a drop of blood around his eye. And that scared me and made me very, very cautious of everything I do with Shadow. So he's been worked in public a lot. But it's a little bit stressful for me because I'm always aware that if another dog comes up to me, even like at the dog park, if a dog comes up to me for pets at the dog park, he hates that. So he's a very jealous dog, or he's just Pyreneesing. I don't know. And so I've got to be really careful with him. Now, Buddy does not do that. So Buddy I can take in public, and I'm never concerned, ever. But Shadow is better trained, but Buddy is easier to teach. But no, I don't know. That's not really true. Shadow's brilliant. Shadow knows a lot more practical applications. I guess Buddy really only knows the ones that he's needed to know. Good boy. Are you cold? You stay there, honey. All right, let me start the car up. You're in Riverside County? Yeah. Ooh, exhaust fumes. Hold on. It didn't use nearly as much as I thought it would. So running the Starlink and having my phone plugged in was only pulling, I don't know, like less than 60, what is it, amps or watts or gigs or I don't know. Okay, I wonder if I can get it quick enough. Okay. 1 second. Do you see this light? Not really, huh? I'd adjust it. Hold on. No. See how bright that is up there? I'm going to try to... See how bright that is? That's how bright it is. Brighter than that, really. It's just complete light up there where those angels are singing. Remember I told you I went to a place where it was just all white, but you could still see individual, energy entities, individuals. But I want you guys to see something, okay? And I made some video. I got some footage, and now I need to make these videos about it because people think maybe, okay, let's talk about California wildfires. This is why California burns. And I will show you, I'll post some clips that I got from yesterday where I thought they were doing fire mitigation by clearing ahead of time to keep the fires down. Once I realized what was actually going on, of course, it wasn't that at all. It wasn't proactive. Again, it was reactive. So just like California is, right? LAPD versus whatever, that has nothing to do with it. They're reactive instead of proactive. So I thought they were being proactive by cutting, but then I look and I see all these huge amounts of dead trees, and that's what they cut, were the dead trees, to stop the bark beetle spread, or at least just to cut down the bark beetle infested or whatever. The bark beetles have killed huge swaths of the forest, and I've got video of that for you. They had the road blocked, and I don't know if it's so much because it was the season or if it's that the trees are dead and they're cutting them down and they don't want people seeing it, and it's a huge fire hazard because they've cut down the trees but they haven't cleared them. It looks like a huge lumber yard after a huge earthquake. So I have this footage I'm going to share with you guys. I'll post it. I'm going to work on this stuff today. I'm well rested. Everything's good. But I do need to live stream from that camera so I can use my phone to make content. That's what's holding me up half the time. Is what do I do right now? Live stream or take the content off my phone? Anyway, so now, as we know, the president warned them, California, years ago, talked about it on live, podcasts and live, and on even during the debates, I think, whatever, that they need to clear their forests. And he also said, we don't need wood from Canada. This is a separate issue. We don't need Canadian wood. We have so much timber here, so much, oh my God. And maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe he knows that these forests just have these humongous tree trunks from these old trees, and they're dead, and they cut them. I have video, you guys. I have video of this. It's incredible, the amount of downed logs, downed trees. And yeah, lumber. It's like I could build an epic home with just the lumber that's on a one area, right here, because they've cut. It's like over there, right here. Oh my God, there's so much. Oh yeah, well, okay, so I have yet to really get up into Mount Shasta because I've only been here in late October and now, and it's still closed. Whether or not they'll open it, I don't know, because those roads really should have been opened. It's just they've just got all this timber laying around on the sides of the roads. It's like they didn't just clear a tree here and there. It's like they left the trees along the road and then they just wiped everything out. They clear cut it. I will work on that. I'll post that today. Make sure that your notifications are to all so you see when I post it. They buy timber for their mills. Well, then why are we buying Canadian lumber? Is it going up there to be milled and then back here? Do you guys know about the Go Road? Should I go to the Go Road? I need a drone. Y'all. Y'all, I need a drone, y'all. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what I need to be doing right here, traveling around and getting this kind of footage and setting up and sharing beauty and inspiration, this type of beauty with you guys. But it's got to be funded somehow. And I do have memberships on YouTube, but that's not the way to go because it's just not. The Patreon memberships, that's definitely the way to go. You know, for a mere $19.99 a month, you get all the footage that I post and all the evolution of the streams and the evolution of the channel and my evolution and like stuff that I later make private or delete because I'm like, oh, that's so embarrassing. You get to see it live or you get to see it or whatever. And for a while there, I wasn't aware that the puppy members weren't getting what they were supposed to get, so they weren't seeing what they had bought. I didn't know that, and I've fixed that now and reached out to all of the old puppy members that had subscriptions and let them go because they weren't getting their content, so they can come back on and get their content. If you are one of those people, probably you're not, but you know, just reach out and you know how, via Patreon. But that's Gen V Night, and that's an excellent way to just it's like PBS, you know. If you like this type of programming, consider making a small donation via Patreon or Venmo, which is also Gen V Night, or Cash App, which is also Gen V Night. That is probably the most important, helpful thing for me, for you. If you dig this like I do, but you can't come here and want to, consider that. And it's nice too because so far, the conversations I've had on my Patreon member only live streams also very much help me to know what you guys want. It also really helps me to know me. Because believe it or not, well, it doesn't matter about being a singer and vocalizing and where that's going and if it should go somewhere and if I should sing on my live streams and music in general and blah 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 blah. I'm inhaling my car fumes. And so if you are ready to be part of like my more like private inner world, because these live streams for public are going to be less and less, but I have to share this with everybody. This is for everyone this morning. Sing. What do I sing? You know what? I really don't know that much about drones, Heather. I think that most people's drones that they're using, like people like me, they're under $2,000. Probably about that. I think, you know, like Best Buy has some decent ones that people use and they'll follow your car. so I can like drive down the road and it'll, you know, those shots that people get. I mean, you guys have got to see. But here's the thing, what I would do with it too. A lot of people just have the drone follow their car. You guys need to see the roads that I'm on from down at that level. Because when you're up, you can't tell that it all looks like a nice road, but you can't tell there's a rock like this that I've got to crawl over with my Subaru Ascent. And she does a great job. And I'm being very careful now because my service agreement or what an extended service situation is expired now. So I got to be careful now. But you know what they did is if I have my air conditioning on, or if I'm idling with my brake on, or if I'm in reverse, it rattles now. They left something loose. Motherfuckers. Oops, excuse my language. I do see one big cut log down there, but everything else that I see that's down has fallen down from bark beetle. And then these standing ones are just, that's a huge matchstick right there. They need to not just cut it down, they need to get it out of here and sell it or use it or do something with it, you know? Get your chainsaws out, people. Carve up some beautiful wood carvings. When the phone gets charged up a little bit, wait, why isn't it? Oh, I unplugged it. Ah! Here, I'll just take you now. Let's go for a walk. Let me turn the car off. Boop. Oh, did my coffee get warm? I was warming up my coffee. Ooh, turned my windshield washer thingies on. I don't know what to sing. That's why I don't sing more. Oh. Here, we'll go this way. We're not going far. We're just going to go right here. If we're at the top of this tree, essentially, how far down does that go, do you think? Woo! Come on. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I'll do better camera work in a second. Oh, Heather, I don't have a favorite. I mean, if I had to pick, it would be like jazz standards, American Songbook, but it's kind of so played out from Starbucks. Hey, Thams, how are you? I don't know that I really want to sing words, you know? Where are you going, Shadow? I just want to sing, I guess, or scream. I don't know. What the fuck is that? There's a thing. It might just be a tree. Yeah, it's just a tree stump. It's hard to tell sometimes, you know, they can look like a vehicle. And I just would want to know. Oh, you're at work? Well, welcome in. So this tree trunk has burned, it looks like. This over here has burned, it looks like. You know, sometimes I guess they would get struck by lightning or... And I don't know, maybe that hasn't burned. It's hard to tell. Maybe that's just what it looks like when it's... Because it shouldn't have any life on it. Well, that's not even true too, huh? Because the bark can still burn. I really don't know that much about trees, obviously. Oh yeah, go to the beach. It is still cold as balls here, so I'm not barefoot. Maybe later. It's still early. It's very early still. It's only 7:30. It's supposed to be sunny and warm today. It should get up to like 65 right here, hopefully. But it's also not supposed to be cloudy, but it's still early, so this will probably burn off. Sometimes rocks call out to me. Not often. Yeah, you know, there's wildlife here, dog woman. How are you, honey? Yeah, Heather. It's pretty amazing how just a little bit farther south from me it was in the 80s. And I was like, this is awful. Shadow? Shadow. We're not climbing down cliffs today. Not today. And we have to be careful of wild animal pee and poo, like coyote pee, I guess. Dogs can get parvo from coyote pee-pees. I regularly put a little bit of 3% H2O2 in their water or squirt it in their mouth. Like Buddy has a thing going on, and I squirted it right in his mouth. And so I would imagine that would pretty much take care of it. Right in their gut. that is Mount Shasta covered in snow at 7:42 a.m. Huh. It's cold. Come. Okay, let's put you right there. And actually, okay, we're just gonna go till about 8, and then there we go. Isn't that amazing? Come up and load. Here. Load. Oh boy. Settle. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna see if my coffee is warm. I need a coffee warmer. That's really all I need. I don't even need cooked food or anything very much. Good boy, just stay. I need a coffee warmer. Ignacy. Hi. Argentina, okay. Good morning and welcome. This is the beautiful Mount Shasta. You know how I feel here? Like the energy is so powerful, you guys. You can feel it just driving in. Mount Shasta is like the big sister or the mother I never had. To me, Mount Shasta embodies like that primal divine feminine. And maybe it's balanced, maybe it's, you know, very masculine feminine, but I really feel the powerful goddess feminine energy here. It's just so powerful. Raspberry. Oh, that tree is going to keep this place cool all day. I'm not sure if I want that. Hear the train? I'm on Starlink, plus I've got the T-Mobile now, so I can drive and stream. Would you guys be interested in a driving stream? Oh, P.O. Box. General delivery. But I have to show my ID. So it has to be under that name. I wonder why. Send it to Temple Genevieve Nightingale at either General Delivery Mount Shasta Post Office or General Delivery Sparks, Nevada. That's the only way I know what to do. What'd you say, Heather? You never had a mom? Wow. What I said was that primal goddess energy, the sister or mother I never had. Oh, I had a sister and a mother. I had that. The one I never had feels like this energy. So, I don't doubt for a second that there's shit in this forest like we don't know about. Just like in the oceans. Forest stuff that's good at hiding will survive. This is goat cheese with, it's goat cheddar with raw milk truffle. I mean, it's raw milk truffle goat cheddar. I didn't eat goat cheese for a long time, but then I learned it's just incredibly beneficial for our health. So I was just pretty much on sheep only. But sheep and goat are both highly digestible. Even if you can't eat cow, which you can if you knew how to digest it, but you don't. You gotta know the workaround, the loophole. Loopholes are not illegal. And when you find a loophole, keep it to yourself, because once they find out about it, they close it. So Shadow's been very, he seems lethargic. He doesn't seem like he feels well. I can hear his stomach doing weird things. So I don't know. His diet's been kind of weird, but he's usually pretty good about it. I seasoned his stomach when he was a puppy. Hold on. Loopholes. Yeah, but you gotta keep it quiet. Atwiz, how are you? Your granddaughter slamming around in the kitchen. You need some headphones. Inhibits iron uptake. Cheese to all cheese? All cheese? Or cow? You're borderline anemic, huh? Dairy in general? Huh. I've never heard that. Interesting. I eat a lot of cheese, but only sheep and goat. Well, I mean, once in a while, a little cow cheese slips in there. But this has truffle. That is good. All right, next on the bucket. Oh yeah. Oh yes, I did. Lively, how are you? So you don't combine cheese and iron. I wonder if that's why the laws of kashrut are the way they are. Because you wouldn't eat milk with beef, and you wouldn't eat egg with chicken. I wonder if that's why. There's always a reason. Hello, sister mother. Bagel and cream cheese. That's yummy. Is she toasting it? And you know what? Sourdough bagel and chèvre goat cheese is completely digestible. That's what, if I could find any sourdough bagels, that's just like bagels and cream cheese, but the chèvre is digestible. Frank, hi honey. Ooh. Ashley, hi honey. Go eat. How's the babies? What is it, Harley and Levi? Harley and Ivy? There's a little crack in my screen, so May like microdosing for her mental health. Microdosing what? I teach my dogs to find truffles. Where? Here? Oh my God, 6 months old. Oh my God. Andy B, hello. Yeah, I guess whatever you're talking about, Andy B, how you doing? Welcome. Okay, so I'm at about, I don't know, probably about 5,000 feet. That peak over there is over 14,000 feet. Ashley, I saw what you said about Raymond and that you're pregnant with triplets. That's interesting. Yeah, that's pretty unbelievable that you just had twins and now you're going to have triplets. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Pretty interesting. For all of you who are new to the channel, hi, I'm Genevieve. This is Mount Shasta. Whoa, dog woman, I love it. Don't tell anyone. What do you mean don't tell anyone? I should tell people. Bury it and see if they come get it, yes. Yeah, Frank, isn't that unbelievable? Unbelievable. Y'all unbelievable. Yeah, dog woman. I love it. Oh, I'm sure that's where they got the name Shasta. Yeah. They can connect with me, like go searching for I could like bury bags of poo. Oh, that's not what you meant though, huh? Yeah, that's a cute idea. Cheers, y'all. Happy 420. Happy 420 somewhere. Give hints on Patreon. That's a great idea. Like what kind of stuff? Money? What would people go hunting for? If I had to choose just one day to live my whole life through, it would surely be that Sunday, that day that I met you. If you've never heard that song, Natalie Cole did that one. Probably her dad did that one. And I just was thinking about it. It's been stuck in my head. I think it's actually a song, a spiritual song. I think it's a song about the day that someone found God. Listen to the words. If I had to choose just one day to live my whole life through, It would surely be that Sunday, the day that I met you. And then it goes on to talk about nature and observing nature. Newborn whippoorwills were calling out the skills. Sabadak summers and was creeping in but fast, something like that. I don't know. It's about nature and how I think they had a spiritual awakening and met God in nature that Sunday. And if they had to choose just one day, that would be the day that they would choose. Look at Mount Shasta. They say there's aliens that hide up there in the clouds, you know. It actually seems more like a portal. And if it's the root chakra, then it's going to give birth. It's going to be the birth-giving portal. I got the whole world in my hands. I got just Shasta in my hands. I got Mount Shasta in my hands. I got the whole mountain in my hands. Ooh. He got the little bitty babies in his hands. He got the little bitty babies in his hands. He got the little bitty babies in his hands. He got the whole world in his hands. A new phone that's unlocked and has a gift card. Yeah, okay, you guys, help me fund that. Send that right on over to Venmo and we'll make that happen together. I'll go pick up a phone and put a gift card on it and go bury it somewhere. Metal medallions. How about bitcoins? There. I just created digital currency and I buried some of it right there. It's right there. I just buried my own Bitcoin. It's called, you guys name it. Hey Jude, do boo beep boo. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart, and you'll begin to make it better, 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 better. Wow! La na 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 na. La 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 la. Hey Jude, 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 Jude. Wow, wow. Look at Mount Shasta. Venmo. It's in the description. Oh my God. I bet everybody sings that song to him, Heather, but it's irresistible. Why would anybody name their kid Jude unless they wanted them to get that song sung to them their whole lives? I feel like I'm hearing vague car alarm. Boop, 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 boop. Did you guys hear that too? Very, very faint. Heather, I don't know, because look at what I've discovered. As beautiful and majestic as this is, I'm right in a tree. Look. I'm gonna need that sunlight if I'm gonna get warm at all, because then it's just gonna go right down. So I might move along. The problem is this: whenever I move along, I'm not making the videos that I got the footage for the day before, and then I forget about it because I'm moving and trying to find a new spot. It's not as easy to find a new spot as you think. It's really not. I've become quite the spot hunter. I'm getting better. But I could move to this side of the road a little bit, but then I'm blocking the road. There's just enough room for me to tuck out of the road right here, off of the main thoroughfare, darling. Look at it. I'd like my bed up there, but it's so fucking cold. It still gets just above freezing right now. So I might shove off because of that tree. I love you, tree. Ooh. What are you gonna get her, Godfather? Expecting a lot of traffic. As soon as I park my car different, there will be boom, 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 boom. Guarantee it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Frank. Well, the other thing is too, you guys, I mean, we'll go right now. I can live stream right on out of here. You wouldn't believe how far in I came. I came in a very long way, and the road is very terrible. there's a lot of snow runoff, so there's a lot of water. Oh, Heather, thank you. Pretty sun. Hi, sun. Tommy Cruz, hello, hello. Getting ready to shove off here, I think, in a few, and figure out, I think I'd rather look at the mountain than try to get on the mountain, because I already know if I'm in the mountain, I'm just in the trees. Wouldn't you rather just look at it tonight for the full moon? And you know what? It was very bright last night, but it still wouldn't have been bright enough unless I can really adjust the exposure. But the mountain was lit up really beautiful after late. It was pretty late by the time it was. We'll see what happens tonight. Cranston. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, 8 to 8:30. This room fills up with my American boys. I don't know if you're an American, but it is 8 to 8:30. All right, go start, Brecky. Yeah, you guys go shove off and do what you've got to do. I just remembered there's a certain demographic of our audience that starts coming on right now. Amy should be on soon. Yeah, see, that sun is gone behind the tree. So I actually think that is, so just hang out there. I'm going to kind of get stuff in the car, and we'll go find some sun and make some content. I just need to get around in front of this mountain too, because it's like, I just need to get. You're a good boy. What the hell? want that? Get ready to see, heave these things up there. What? Oh, because we're not using this right now. I'm like, what? Where do I have all this? Oh, shit. Ruh-roh. The wind blew you over. That's okay, because we gotta load this up anyway. Come on, baby. I gotta load the water now. Yes, I should be doing this. I should totally be doing that. Oh, yes, I should be doing looking water. Oh, yes, I should. This was quiet as well. Yeah, I already hurt myself. Great. That's okay. Wouldn't be the first time. No big deal. I'll just take a Cameron. No. Something tells me no. That didn't feel right in my hand energetically. I'm just gonna nothing right now. Where's that Aggo? Sorry. Here, is that it? No. Oh well. Guess I don't need it. So I'll show you where I'm at, in case you're new and didn't get the memo. Let me turn it around for you. Although down below there is water, primarily now what you're hearing is the wind through the trees. That rushing sound is the wind through the trees more than the water itself. If we go over here, you might hear the water more. I just want to try to convey how cool and crisp and clean the air is. Imagine breathing this beautiful, cool mountain air. It's just so amazing. And now we're going to just look around, make sure we haven't left anything. And this was a great little spot. I will make sure to pin it, save it, GPS it. I don't know. What do you do? Coordinates. I'll get the coordinates. Now you're waiting on Madison. That's funny. Jenzabelle, hi hon, how are you? I think I've seen everybody that's in. I'm sorry if we haven't. Cranston, I see you. Let's see, Dylan, hi. Jose, hello. Jenzabelle. Okay, so let's do this. Hi, I'm Genevieve. How are you? I travel. Welcome if you're here. We are live right now. If you're a subscriber, you can comment. I'm traveling, which I love to do. I can't really be in the city, and so I come to places like this. Beautiful Mount Shasta, and I bring you guys along, and my beautiful members help me come up with fun ideas, so that you can, just hang out with me and be part of the action. Like, I guess now we're doing scavenger hunts or something, right? I'm gonna leave something here at this spot and give you the coordinates and see what happens. How about that? You can come get it. Come get a little treat, a little gift from me. There we go. I don't know why my screen went black there. So just before I shove off, okay, of this particular area, when you're camping, you've really got to watch. You got to look down. You got to look all around, up and down and all around. Okay, so watch. Obviously, I don't want to bang my door into this every single time I open it. So awareness of my space is important. And then you got to be careful about what you're walking on, that you could trip on. Like this, this is actually a piece of wood. I don't know if it's a rock. It's a very light light rock. But I kicked these things out of the way earlier. Was it that? Okay, so something like this you could step on and literally it'll roll out from under you. So in a camp, you're gonna have your path, and you need to make sure it's a clear path, and that you know the things you might trip on, and that you're just very aware and looking down. From your angle, it probably doesn't look like much, but it's really easy to trip on stuff, to twist an ankle. If people were getting in and out of this side, I probably would have moved this. See, I just tripped over it. And you really just need to watch what you're doing. That's how people end up making these videos. And then it's their last video. You know what I mean? Not watching what they're doing. Okay, so gotta take what's in my pockets out of my pockets. Yeah. So, when I'm not I've said this 100 times in my lives. When I'm not talking to you guys, I'm not talking. And the talking, the gabbing, the everlasting talking, it makes me really tired of talking. So I'm just gonna set you guys here for a minute and stop talking. Hopefully you can just stay right here. Stay there, baby. I'm a good boy. What? Oh, I bet he's got a Hold on. I think Shadow has to poop. Come here. Come on. We're going to be driving back through all this. This is really muddy, so we don't need to get muddy now because we're not muddy. We're not going to start right before we get in the car. That will be stupid. I guess I could just pull up a little bit. For a couple of hours and then pull back. But if someone comes by, which nobody has, for that matter, that is a spot also that could be cleared out just a little bit, enough for me to pull in here. This is also right here. I can move these rocks. Ooh, I don't want to move rocks though. Those are not huge. Whoa. Damn, that wind is cold. Front row. Leave no trace. That was my trace. That was the little end of the incense bag on the inside that you recall. Shadow. I just don't think you're going to stay close enough for my taste. I don't know how far down the road he would go. I don't want him encountering any coyotes or packs of coyotes. Or people or other people's dogs or anything. I think I will pull forward though, you know? Why not? I can pull quite a bit forward. Move this thing. I'm going to have to actually bend over and move it. Great. Okay, come here, Shadow. I'm going to trust you to stay close. I mean it. I don't know if I should take his caught thing off of him. Because I wouldn't want to get caught on anything. I don't know. Oh, these boots? Are you looking at my Vans? Thank you. Yeah, this is like the first year the Vans came out with their whatever their winter boots are. And I bought, I don't know, 4 pairs. These are the ones that I like the best and have lasted longest. Okay. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is jump off of here and get some work done. I'm going to pull up into the sun just a little bit more, I think. I didn't bring a chair because I really didn't think I'd use one. But if I did, I probably would put it there or there in the sun. So, I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to get up on top of my car. Make sure that you're subscribed. Go to the Patreon and just become a member over there, you guys. I really just want everybody to go over there. If you value this content, consider making a donation through Venmo. That helps me get these trips paid for and give me the time to sit and make content for you. And I will be streaming again. We're still trying to work on some tech, but I want to give you guys the full moon experience over Shasta. So I think I'm just going to stay here and move up just a little bit in the sun. Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But have a beautiful day, and I will see you very soon. Oh, I guess I should turn this around and say goodbye to you, huh? Bye.